The License Commission meeting is open. Mr. Nguyen, was the meeting posted?
Yes.
First item, please.
The meeting minutes of November 7, 2019.
Move approval?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting minutes approved. First item, please.
First item is an application for a special one-day license to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines only, or either one. Peter J. Donovan for a photo exhibition, which is scheduled for Thursday, December 5th, 2019, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Lowell Media Center at 246 Market Street.
Please state your name and address.
My name's Peter Donovan, Peter J. Donovan, 27 Thorndike Street, Nashua, New Hampshire, 03060.
Thank you. Have you ever held a license before?
I have not.
I see. Have you talked to Mr. Nguyen and the police?
I have not.
Okay, you're going to have peace on speed dial
Okay.
to make us happy. Anybody have any questions?
How many people do you expect?
Probably maybe 25.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just going to recommend that you make sure you get in touch with Mr. Nguyen. He'll fill you in on a couple of niceties of how to run it. Be very careful.
Sure.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Donovan, you've got your license.
Thank you very much.
Go out and have fun and do well.
Thank you. Have a good day. Good night, sorry.
Next item.
Proceeding with the application, it's been filed by a corporation known as 99 Restaurants of Boston, LLC. Good Load M. Harty is the secretary for the corporation. It's an all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee for premises at 850 Chelmsford Street for change of officers, directors, and a change of ownership interest, a stock transfer. Due to the fact there is a stock transfer involved with this particular matter, it does require publication of a legal notice. For the board's ratification would be the publication of that notice for the Lowell Sun newspaper, which is anticipated to be published Friday, November 22nd, 2019, and for ratification of the public hearing to be held on Thursday, December 5th, 2019.
Anybody have any thoughts?
Schedule for hearing? The schedule for hearing on December 5th?
Second.
I will not be here. Did we have a motion? We have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
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 Number 3.
Number 3 is the executive secretary report, and for the board's understanding, on November 18, 2019, 9 alcohol beverage licensees in the city of Lowell, they are corporations holding the liquor license, were dissolved by the Secretary of State, the Corporations Division. The dissolution was actually, it depends on the entity itself. I have a list of the 9 and made that list available to the board earlier this week. Entity Componton Market, according to the Secretary of State's office, had been dissolved in 2007. Entity known as Pleasant Spirits, Inc. was dissolved in 2012. Village Variety Beer and Wine was dissolved in 2017. Blue Shamrock was dissolved in 2019. Costa Verde Corp. was dissolved in 2007. Sunnydale Restaurant was dissolved in 2019. Sompe Mayas Hall was dissolved in 2019. Monoram Inc. was dissolved in 2019. So as a purpose of trying to reach out to these license holders to remind them that it's not just a matter of having a liquor license, but there's the work that needs to be done in maintaining the existence of its corporation. The state requires annual reports of condition to be filed annually, as that's the point of the annual report. When the Secretary of State's office goes through its list of corporations, which there are thousands of them, they will start to purge a list of those who do not have been not been filing their annual reports for 3 or 4 years. If they have no record of an annual report, they will just systematically, in accordance with Massachusetts law, dissolve that corporation. It then takes the entity itself, a representative, to reapply for reinstatement, which necessitates in that application getting the clearance from the Department of Revenue and also to update its annual reports. The state looks for annual reports for as many as 10 years, if they have not been filed for that length of time. Sometimes corporations, when they get their liquor license, the entities have their license, the representatives don't really do due diligence and have proper, maybe they don't have the proper resources available to them, an accountant, to maintain their corporation on an annual basis, and just inadvertently don't file, and then...
Are all 9 of those corporations still on this list that I have?
As a matter of fact, except for Village Variety, there's 8 that have not been filing, they have not filed their renewal on their annual for the 2020 calendar year.
Have you reached out to all of them?
I've had communications with an attorney in the City of Lowell representing Componton Market, Sanida Restaurant, Sompe Mayas. I spoke directly with the owner of Village Variety Beer. I've had no success in reaching anyone regarding Pleasant Spirits, Costa Verde, or Monorom. And I've sent written communications to all of these corporations. There are some who hadn't been dissolved who, after my communication, followed up on it and had done the proper thing by having it reinstated in accordance with mass law. But these individual corporations, I should say, I'm concerned that any future transactions they may look to engage as far as the sale of their business or transfer of stock, change of corporate manager, will be delayed because their corporation has to be reinstated to make it a good, viable entity to conduct business. And I would...
We've done our due diligence. We have, the city.
Well, I would just
We've
want the
reached
commission...
out, yeah?
Yeah, I have, and I would
But-
just want to make the commission aware that this is a period of time when everybody has to renew their license for 2020.
Right. Okay.
It takes about 5 minutes online to file an annual report, and you just put your credit card in and it's done. So I don't know why it hasn't been done. Can you send a follow-up letter to these bars or LLCs and request that they appear before the License Commission?
Well, if you wish, I can have that scheduled for the next meeting on December 5th.
Yeah, unless, if they're unable to renew their corporate seal or whatever it is, have them appear before the License Commission. When they find out they have to come down here on a Thursday night, they're going to get their renewals in.
I would hope that first and foremost that they do file their renewal, and then, because that only compounds our problem in dealing with them, because if they don't file a renewal in the month of November,
We can't
and
issue the
dissolved,
license.
then there's an entity that doesn't exist technically.
Right.
They have no basis for, they'd have to reinstate the corporation, then apply for a new license.
Right, so I think we should request that they come in.
You're happy with that, Mr. Nguyen?
Is that what the commission wishes, to have me contact these people?
Okay. I'm pulling the commission. Do we all agree with what's been proposed by Commissioner Howe?
I'll second that.
Okay. Yes, that's what the commission wants.
Okay, very good.
How about a motion to accept Mr. Nguyen's report?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Anybody want to move adjournment?
I will.
Second.
All in favor? Adjourned.